Salute to the fallen. Hey, y'all, gravity. Any day above ground, live it. So you already know what to do. Share, like, and subscribe. That's right, share, like, and subscribe, because I'm not like other YouTubers. I'm different. Like I said before, folks, it's Memorial Day. And this is a holiday that we honor all of our fallen soldiers. But this is Kid Gravity. We have to honor our black fallen soldiers, because if you did your history, Memorial Day was created for the fallen black soldiers, because we know in this country they did not like to lionize them. But of course it got co-opted, but it is what it is. We're not going to get on that soapbox today. Today will be a day of positivity, folks. So in the tradition of this, I decided to take a look at the Harlem Hellfighters, a very lauded and very celebrated unit that fought in World War I. And of course they were mostly all black, but their prowess and their will to keep fighting under intense scrutiny, racially of course, made them a celebrated unit, notable heroes of that unit, and winners of many awards here and abroad. So let's begin. All right, folks, there's your Harlem Hellfighters. They look like some badasses, do they not? But anyway, let's begin. So this is from the American Battle Monuments Commission. And this article that I'm reading is from February 9th, 2021. And the headline is the Harlem Hellfighters, the most storied black combat unit of World War I. On the Western Front of World War I, death did not discriminate. Artillery screaming towards the trenches treated men of all color the same. But the soldiers of the 92nd and 93rd Divisions lived segregated lives both in and out of war. These all-black units, which served under mostly white officers, readily took up arms with their fellow Americans, hopeful that their patriotism and service would lead to better treatment at home. In the end, the Harlem Hellfighters, as they were likely first dubbed by their German adversaries, spent more time in continuous combat than any other American unit of its size, with 191 days in the frontline trenches, according to the National Museum of African American History and Culture. Oh, wait, I don't think that's the Smithsonian one. I might have them confused, but okay. The unit also suffered 1,400 total casualties, more than any other American regiment. Many of those soldiers are buried or memorialized at American military cemeteries overseas managed by the American Battle Monuments Commission, or the ABMC. More than 350,000 African Americans served in the Great War. The majority were assigned to labor and stevedore battalions, digging ditches, building roads, and supplying the front lines. Throughout the course of World War I, only about 1 in 10 African Americans in the U.S. military served in a combat role based on leadership decisions at the time. The 369th Infantry Regiment of the 93rd Division, formerly the 15th New York National Guard Regiment, was unique. The 369 landed at Brest, France in December of 1917. In March of 1918, the regiment began training under French command due to their need for replacements. Despite the expectation that this arrangement would be temporary, members of the 369 never served under American command during the war. By summer, they were fighting in the Champagne-Marne defensive and the Aisne-Marne offensive. It would be then that the Harlem Hellfighters would see grisly combat during the Meuse-Argonne offensive, which began on September 26, 1918. As the 369th advanced, capturing towns and a key railroad junction, the losses mounted. In a matter of days, these advances cost the regiment 851 men, and shortly after, they were relieved from the front lines. In recognition of their bravery during the offensive, 171 officers and men received medals, and the entire regiment received the Croix de Guerre from France, also called the War Cross. The 369th returned to a huge victory parade in New York in February of 1919. Thousands gathered along 5th Avenue and 42nd Street outside the New York Public Library, welcoming home the brave soldiers. The division was even featured prominently on the cover of the Sunday New York Times. But despite the celebration, little to nothing changed in their day-to-day lives. It would take another world war and decades of civil rights activism before the hopes of these African American doughboys would start to be realized. In fact, the inequalities experienced by these brave men are still being remedied today. Legislation passed in Congress in 2014 paved the way for Private Henry Johnson, a Harlem Hellfighter with 369th, to receive the Medal of Honor. And in 2020, the Army Center of Military History approved the special designation of the Harlem Hellfighters. There are 169 members of the 369th Infantry Regiment 93rd Division buried or memorialized at ABMC cemeteries. The majority are overseas in France. Among the more than 14,000 total American soldiers buried at Meuse-Argonne is Freddie Stowers, a member of the 93rd Division, 371st Infantry Regiment, and the first African American to receive the Medal of Honor from World War I. I did not know that. As at all ABMC sites, the cemeteries are integrated. Race, rank, gender, or creed have no determination on burial location. Every day the fallen are remembered for the selfless sacrifice. Shout out to the Harlem Hellfighters. They showed y'all how to get down. Like I said, folks, this is Memorial Day. You have to honor our fallen soldiers, because again, without them, we would not be here. We would not be able to be doing this. So if you see a veteran or you know of any fallen soldiers, you know their families, go to them, send them a message, bring them something to eat. Hell, give them a handshake and say, tell your ancestor thank you for their service. Tell your fallen loved one thank you for your service. It's easy to be petty on things, but then you also have to sit back and realize, take stock in our petty differences were able to be this petty because somebody put their life on the line and made the ultimate sacrifice. So again, salute to the fallen. This is Kid Gravity. Let me get up out of here. So you already know what to do. Share, like, and subscribe. That's right, share, like, and subscribe, because I'm not like other YouTubers. I'm different. Take care. Stay safe. I'm out.